Well, folks, every Thursday night I come down here to Coole Studios and I get entertained by a group of young, very talented people. Tonight I'm in the podcast suite with
Harley
and
Philip.
Okay, so I'm with Harley and Philip. Harley and Philip are members of Social Call, but they also do their own thing as well. And tonight we're going to talk about a wee bit of both of what they do. Harley, you've been coming here for quite a while.
6-7 years.
Philip doesn't look impressed. Yeah, so you've been coming here 6 to 7 years.
Yeah.
So tell us a wee bit about when you first came down here.
First came down 6-7 years ago. By myself with my mummy holding my hand. And we were in 24A at the time, and it was like more of like a karaoke setting.
Yeah.
And I remember singing When I Was Your Man to Bruno Mars, shaking like there was no tomorrow.
And I still have the video of that.
Oh no, see, my 18th, I'm terrified. And then now, throughout the years, it's sort of changed more into like a band setting, and we're out doing gigs. We did, I think my favourite one would be the Europa Hotel. We've done a few gigs in the Standard, and there's more to come, wink wink. So yeah, and I've been really, really enjoying it, and I've been learning a lot of new things. I learned guitar along the way. It excelled a lot in my piano, and I could barely sing when I started. And I think coming here regularly, interacting with other people who are also active in music really does the world.
Good. The world good.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And Philip, a wee bit about you then.
I started coming down just after COVID. It would have been just after COVID, about 3 or 4 years ago, roughly, to do the country gig. And I was actually recommended by a teacher from school to come down here.
Mr. Armstrong.
Mr. Armstrong.
Who is also in a band, lead singer.
Phenomenal band.
Yeah.
Called Gear.
Yeah.
And I came down to do that and really enjoyed it and started enjoying the experience. Being able to work with other musicians was a big thing, especially coming out of lockdown, whenever it was literally just me and the guitar. To come out and be with other musicians the same age again was very refreshing, and I've learnt a lot along the way as well. I'd have to say my favourite gig as well was whenever we played in the Europa Hotel. It was a fantastic night. Two years ago the other day.
Was it?
Yeah.
2
Great
years.
food.
Time flies. But here's the thing, but when did you get into guitar, and who sort of like inspired you to pick up the guitar?
My dad,
Your
because he's a guitar player too, and whenever I was away there was always guitars around the house, and there still are, they've multiplied. And
How many guitars have you got?
God.
I don't know the exact count, but more than an 8. But there's always been times where I was like, whenever I was away, I didn't want to watch like any singles on TV. I wanted to be like involved with the music even from such a young age. So there'd be the DVD player, and there was all like the concert DVDs that my dad collected and stuff. So I'd watch those, and that's how I got like into the music.
Yeah.
And from there it was just always guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was music obsessed from that age.
And you've never put it down?
Never
No.
could put it down.
But it shows. Practice, you become good.
I don't really know life right music.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's always been there.
And you, Harley, your mum, I know your mum's been a big push for you.
Yeah.
But she did a bit of singing, didn't she?
She did a bit of singing, yeah. And growing up, she would always be around the house, sat on the sofa, singing songs to that. Remember that Smooth Out?
Yeah.
Yep, she would be on that. And I remember, I think there's actually a video of the first time I sat with her and sang with her. And ever since then, I've loved singing so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been amazing.
She has pushed you.
Yeah. Don't know where I'd be without her.
Yeah.
Probably nowhere near where I am now. I wouldn't be here. She's the reason I'm here as
That's
well.
right. Come down to
She
the
sent
studio.
you over a video of me playing Shallow on the piano.
That's right.
I remember that's the scar.
So moving on from when you were younger, let's talk a wee bit about some of the stuff that you've been doing for the past while. Not talk about being in here, But I know you've been writing stuff and doing your own stuff. You've been out gigging, sessional stuff. Tell us a wee bit about that. So, Philip.
Well, I first started playing out whenever I was really, really wee in the church band round the corner. So I've always been playing in an audience, but whenever I started to get out and play to audiences, like audiences who were there for the music, I would have been about 13 or 14, and I was playing in O'Neill's in Carrick and guesting in there. And then from there I was able to get gigs, and then I'd done the Larne Guitar Festival as well and won 3 years in a row the overall greatest
That's
guitar player in Larne, because Larne has a high demand for guitar players. But yeah, so I'd done that, and then further on down the line I was able to meet some of the local legends who have been on the scene for years and years and years, and get the opportunity to play with them quite recently as well.
Name a few of them.
Ronnie Greer, who's been more than amazing to me in terms of learning stuff and teaching, and he gifted me a very old amplifier that he doesn't use anymore, and I've been using that non-stop, and I'm very grateful for that. Ken Haddock, he's another local legend. Somebody who's been very, very good to me is Jackie Rainey. I mean, anytime I'm down the Empire watching her on a Friday night with Emma Doran, the drummer, she'd always get me up to do a couple of numbers. I've done a couple of gigs with her under our other band as well. So, yeah, it's all at school. I'm very active at the moment. And then obviously we've done stuff with you too. So,
So what's the stuff you've been at, Harley?
Just over 2 years ago now, I started releasing my own music on Spotify. It started off, I would just sit in my bedroom with my guitar.
What inspires you to write music?
I just love to talk about myself. No,
don't we know?
we all know. It's no secret there.
I think it's because there's been a lot of times in my life where I haven't been able to put my emotions into words on how I feel. I haven't knew how to express it, but with music it's always been there, and I've been able to put how I feel and the experiences I have into that art to give to other people who also feel the same thing. I think that's what it is.
That's your way of getting what's on your mind out there.
And I really like talking about myself.
You know that. We'll keep you right at him. Right. So, tell us about being with Social Call then.
It's been amazing.
So you were away for a while, Harley,
Yeah,
right?
I dipped.
You were away for a while,
Yeah.
and then you came back, and now you're coming down very keen every week. You're here without.
Yeah.
Before we were phoning your mum and all, going, where is he? Getting him down. But now you're beating the door down to get in,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. And I know you and Philip have got a real good bond now together.
Yeah.
So maybe before we talk about Social Call, tell us about what you're planning on doing.
Well, what we're planning on doing at the minute is being able to go out together and do gigs in the pubs and the clubs and stuff, get out and on the circuit as just musicians who are looking for a way into a more professional road.
Yeah.
And we both think that we're able to achieve that together. And we've been in contact with a few places already, so might be coming up soon.
So if you own a bar, club, restaurant, anywhere you're looking live music,
DM me X.
yep, without doubt. I mean, you're very talented, so it'd be stupid not to be getting out there and be heard when you can. When it comes down to the two of you getting out there, you're the singer. Do you do a bit of singing?
No, do not.
Why not?
If I sang, you should run.
Running and running.
You keep your running and running. Yeah. Oh no, we'll have to cut that
I have
out.
to cut that out now, Harley.
Cut that
Seriously.
It just popped in there.
I couldn't help myself.
So the would run then?
Oh, I would run.
Okay, you just like playing the guitar and sticking to that.
Yeah, I prefer just being on an instrument.
Yep. Right, so you're the front man. Have you got a name yet? Are you still planning on this?
Still trying
Yeah.
to find a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So watch this space then.
All the good ones have been taken.
I know.
Not yet, you just haven't found it.
No, I was absolutely livid. I really wanted to be Queen, but apparently there's this random underground band from the 80s. He's also called that. Got it?
Don't know, never heard of him.
Aye.
Take your word on that. So maybe let's talk about Social Call, right?
Right.
So what's Social Call?
Social Call was a band that grew out of what I originally came down to do. So Social Call grew out of that band, and now I think me, Harley, and Cody are the only three that were here to begin with, and me and Cody are the only ones that have been consistent the whole way through it. And then as the band's changed, the generations of the band have differed. We've finally found now a very, very comfortable band. It's taken a long time to get there, but we've now got a band and we all get on. We're all comfortable with each other. We're all happy with how we all perform. And I think now what we've got is probably the best form that we could possibly have for this band in terms of the musicians. Like me and Harley can bounce off each other, and Cody and Leo bounce off each other. Then whenever we all come together, it definitely creates something strong. And because we're all of a similar age now, I think that helps more, because we all know we've been playing together for so long now as well. We all just know where the next one's gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or we can just if we're going from one song into another, I can sort of tell about two minutes before if Harley's going to go into the song that I think he's going to go into. Then we can both just glide into it.
We understand what each other are doing now.
Musically, we can understand each other very well.
And I think whenever I remember the day, because originally this was just for the country gig, but then afterwards, and we were like, this can be the house band, and that band there is nothing compared to what we are now, because we grew independently and we grew with each other. Yeah, and people have came and gone, but
and that's what happens.
Where we are now.
Setting bands up, people come and go.
We've found an equilibrium.
Listening back to videos from whenever we started, we were all kind of more individual with our playing and more like on our own. We're still obviously playing the song together, but we still sounded more like our own. Now we sound more like a collective.
Yeah.
More locked in. Properly, like we've all just clicked. And me and Leo and Cody, whenever we were in 4th and 5th year, we bit a 3rd year too, we would go to the music room and practice in school every break and every lunch. And that's how the band sort of grew from that as well, because then Leo was able to come in on the drums.
Yeah.
And keep it all tight and keep it all.
So you mentioned a couple of names there. They're not here. They're going to do their own.
They're not here. Sounds like they're dead. They're not here with us
bring
anymore.
them back again.
If
or
you
you've been
find them,
looking
hit me
for
up.
new band members. They're not here. What's your thoughts on your other two band members since they're not here? You can tell us.
Can't stand them. No. We also have Carly, our amazing lead singer. We're currently, can we mention the country gig?
Mm-hmm.
We're currently working towards another country gig with her, the Theatre at the Mill.
Theatre at the Mill.
June 12th.
So the thing is, right, here's the thing. So we're from the borough of Antrim and Newton Abbey, yeah? And we've wrote a letter in asking for usage of the theatre because it sits within our area, right? And if it's not being used, I know in the past they've given it to groups who aren't making any money. So the country gig isn't about selling tickets. It's about, so we know this, but I'm telling anyone that's listening, it's about getting the old folk in the area to come in, reminiscing, singing songs that they would connect with, older songs. This was Carly's idea. Carly does event management in, where is it she goes? Titanic?
Belfast Met.
And she's doing extremely well. And it was her idea to do this, and you all decided, right, that's good, we'll support her on it. So we've wrote the letter into the council asking for usage of the theatre. They've come back to me and they've said, what's it for? Who's going to benefit from it? Is it within our corporate plans of, the borough and all this? Well, it is actually, and so now we're waiting to see if we can get it back. Basically, nobody's making money from it, and that's the end thing. It's also looking at the arts within the borough. So we're talking about, we were having a conversation earlier.
There's a real lack of arts in the Newton Abbey borough, and I think it needs to be pushed a lot more.
100%. And the arts in Northern Ireland isn't just Belfast.
Or Derry.
Yep. It's here as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to encourage our council to recognise, and I think what you guys are doing is getting out there, showcasing your skills, your talents, and how good you are to be seen, and bringing something to our local borough, to the theatre, the mill, the council, so that our older generations can come for a nice night out. And you are wanting to put this on, so intergenerational. It's looking at the talent, the success coming from it within our borough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're waiting on them coming back to say, yes, you can have it. But until then, we're in limbo.
Because when you think about it, like whenever you go to East Belfast, there's music tours, there's loads of music sites there, same with West. But whenever you come up here, there's absolutely nothing. I think, are we the only place that's solely for music? Like,
That doesn't really push
yeah.
local music and talent.
And there's plenty of places to do it in as well. There are plenty of places around here that would benefit from musicians.
Like, it was a year and a half ago, we did I wasn't there, the gig at Lockshore.
Lockshore.
Like, there's loads of places spotted about Newton Abbey that just aren't used.
That's council as well, but they did let us play there, and a lot of people give good feedback.
Yeah, and also because the circus was on as well, so we got a lot of people coming and watching after the circus. It was like, oh, who's this band playing in the bandstand?
But the Premier Theatre within our borough would be a fantastic stage for you guys to get up onto. That would be a great feeling. It's a big stage.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a good venue, and I mean, like, one of the years ago, we've seen tons of people in there, but mainly, like I said earlier on, Ronnie Greer, who's been very good to me, basically the godfather of blues in Belfast, has one of the first places I seen him was in there. And I was like, if I could be on that stage where he is right now, that would be crazy. So it's a big opportunity for everyone, and it holds a big capacity as well.
And there's 400 seats there.
It's not like a church hall or anything.
So that's 400 people within our community getting a nice night out, being entertained by young local up-and-coming megastars.
Yeah.
Would you say that's right?
100%.
Oh,
100%.
Definitely.
Yep. So another wee thing is you've been asked to work on another song with another artist who's out there getting out, and Stevie Hastings.
Yeah.
So he's a song coming out, and he's asked you. He's been down listening, and he thought he would love no other just to have you guys there on that song
It's very kind of him.
because he thinks you're amazing. You know, so that's another thing coming up. The studio here, what would you say to other young people who are out there doing what you used to in the Newton Abbey area who have nowhere to go?
Well, come here.
yeah. Find your people.
Find your people.
Because you learn a lot more in music with other people than you do yourself.
Because if it wasn't for here, would have still been me, Cody, and Leo struggling trying to find a band, and we would probably never have hit off really as much because we wouldn't have had a singer. I probably would have been forced into doing the singing, and that's not my thing. Like we said earlier on, we'd never met each other. We wouldn't have the opportunity to go out now and do what we're doing, like try and get an establishment so we can go out and do what we're going to do. And we also wouldn't be as interested in the music if it wasn't for down here.
I would have never wrote songs. I would have never played guitar.
Yeah, it's motivation as well. It's seriously motivating.
Yeah. For all we know, if we didn't come here, we wouldn't do music at all.
Yeah, it's not like one thing. It's not as a youth club. Like,
Yeah.
that's a big misunderstanding, especially about a group like this, is that it's a youth club. It's a place for the youth to come and grow. It's not a place to come and dip in and out of. It's a serious thing.
Yeah.
And if you're struggling for somewhere to go, here's the place, because it's laid back and whatever you want to do will get done.
And there's a chippy downstairs.
And there's a chippy. And a spar.
Yeah.
And we've got so many fantastic facilities.
Sell loads of water.
Yep.
Loads of it.
water.
Loads of
Just,
Harley.
I know personally.
Harley has a carry out every week.
Every
Yep.
day.
Every
I
day.
got one
We're going
last
down for
night.
the
One of
carry
them
out
big
after
things
this.
every day.
Yeah, I got one yesterday. I'm going to get another one after this.
Sorry, might as well use
What's
it.
that? 12 bottles of water.
Aye. That's 6 litres a day.
Not you wear a nappy. Do you?
Yeah. Quite often.
Well, we'll talk about that another time. So at the moment we're doing covers and stuff with Social Call. Is there any talk of getting a song, an original song for yourselves?
Definitely.
Mhm.
It's very doable.
Yeah.
Very doable.
You know, if you come in, you're committed to this program. You come in, you're doing your own things.
Get what you give.
We're special. My mum said I'm special.
Shouldn't be wrong.
No, you are. Only joking, Harley.
Thank you. But no, it's very good to get that studio up and running because I think in that band there's... How many of us is there?
Too many, if you have to count.
Me, you, Carly, Cody, Leo.
For now, that's it.
Is that
For
it?
now, I've said that.
Okay, I felt like I was forgotten.
We did have more in, but you know, that's what happens. People
Yeah.
come, people go, and
The
we have
five-
to move on.
The 5 we have right now is absolutely amazing, and we all have our own musical minds and our own spheres of music. And I think putting that together in the studio and having this blend of people's musical tastes and the experiences they have with it, I think putting that all together.
I mean,
Would
the
be
thing
very
is,
nice.
as well as that, we all have complete equal control over what goes on. There's no conflict between us. Like it's all if Harley, like I said, we can bounce off each other. But if we want to change something, we're not afraid to give each other our ideas.
I think you're mature enough to have a chat and talk to each other. That's
Yeah,
what happens. There's leave it. You know, when groups first set up, everybody's wanting to be heard and competition, but I think you've ironed all that out now, and you just bounce off each other.
I mean, even if another guitar player or another keyboard player was to come up with there wouldn't be any competition. Like we're all friends.
all friends, and so
friends.
Social
All
Call.
friends.
You know, there's nobody going to come in Social Call and take over. Use of the band,
Yeah.
but what we're saying is there's room for other people to come in.
Definitely.
And if they've got a band, come in, run your band. You know, they might do different types of music.
Good.
They might do,
We've got all the equipment down there as well.
yep.
I mean, we've got bass amps, we've got the Nord keyboard, which opens a whole other dimension. We can make the band sound like an orchestra if we want to. And it's all there for people to use. Good
The
drum
Nord
kit.
keyboard, you could make the
yeah.
band sound like maybe
love that
Meatloaf.
Yeah,
Huh?
Scribbloaf.
Hear what?
But yeah, we've got all the stuff, all the equipment. It's just putting it to use. And it's all right here. It's for all of us, it's on the doorstep, like.
A lot of schools in the area, most schools generally don't supply the right needs for music. It isn't taken seriously. It's like treated like a wee hobby on the side. And it's like, look what this man could do at the spring concert. It's never something that's actually considered a future. And there's a lot that goes into music, and here we do all of that. We take music seriously here. So
That's a good point. They normally just, the wee end of the year thing, the wee out on the stage and go, play there. But really, they're only interested in STEM subjects, your maths, English and all that. And the talent and the skill that you have that you could go out there and become a megastar, they don't nurture that.
Well, what good's that to education?
Yeah. What box is that ticking?
Yeah.
You know, it's not really, is it? That's not going to tick the box for the school. So the young person, slide on there, get into English class, and never mind.
yeah, and even whenever music is done in schools, it's like classical guitar, music theory, like stuff that isn't piquing interest in someone who actually wants to do music going forward. Unless, of course, you're looking to do classical guitar and classical music Mozart around Belfast pubs. Go ahead, far away.
You might get a wee gig in the law courts or something. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I think when you look at academic learning and you look at creative learning, there's definitely a big gap there.
Massive
So,
gap.
like going to school, you might not be academic, so that should not rule you out.
What is it? Was it Einstein said you shouldn't judge a fish by how it can climb a tree?
I don't know. Did he say that?
Well, we better hope so, because it's in now.
You've just said it, Harley. That's what he said. I don't know.
Said. No, you can't judge a fish by how it climbs a tree.
Right?
Sometimes,
What's that mean?
like
I'm trying to work it out here.
in school, Adam, you're not part of this podcast. In school, it's very STEM driven. People will struggle in those who are absolutely amazing at, say, music or art, but they're gonna be judged off their grades academically. Not everyone fits into that box,
Yeah.
sort of thing, because a fish can't climb a tree unless they can. That's class.
Yeah. And not one shoe fits all. Who actually
Yeah.
said that saying?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Yeah. So that's 100%. And I do think now schools are catching on because they're now trying to do more creative things, but they're not really ever going to be able to put as much time into it because the curriculum is all focused around the maths, English, science, and the STEM stuff.
Yeah.
They might dabble on a wee bit here and there, but they don't have. That's not going to give them the outcome at the end of the year when they're looking for 5 A stars from every single pupil. You know, not everybody's going to achieve that. So coming to somewhere like this is going to give you an outlet, somewhere to go that you're not getting in school.
Somewhere where music's taken a lot more seriously. It's a lot more accommodating towards someone that wants to do something with music. And there's a lot more to music than just being part of a band. You know, there's filming, videoing, promotion, social media, advertisement, equipment, there's a lot more what goes behind the scenes of music than you think, and there's a lot of opportunity there.
Yes, so Marty McGill's a guy that runs the music, head of music up in Londonderry, the Nerve Centre,
Stroke City.
And I remember him saying to me, he actually sent me a wee chart, and it was like there's 95 careers built around the music industry alone. It could possibly be more, but this was like a wee chart, broke everything down to do with the music industry. So you don't get that in school, told that there's 95 careers, and they're not all to do with playing an instrument or singing. There's the technical side of things. There's, you know, even setting up the stage and the lighting and the rigging, all that stuff.
We're starting to see there is a good push from governments to make music careers a lot more sustainable and not so, oh my god, like having to constantly find your next paycheck. Like the UK government's taken measures to help accommodate for people in music more. The Republic of Ireland, I believe they're the first country to, a few weeks ago, give out a living wage, minimum wage, for musicians.
Right,
That's like given to them. So there is a push towards making this sector a lot more sustainable for people who are in it.
So what would you say to people who support the arts in Northern Ireland? What would you say to those people?
I would say to them, there's a lot of musical talent in working class areas, people who don't have money in the musical sector where everything costs you an arm and a leg and a firstborn child, like hundreds of pounds to get into studio to do one song. It's very inaccessible, especially people who are financially struggling and can't get money for themselves. Be more accommodating for those people who want to be in this industry but can't. Support them because they're the people that need it, not someone who's already off playing the oboe or whatever.
Yep. What do you think, Philip?
Well, I would say all that needs to happen is for us to be given chances in places like the Mill, and those theatres, Antrim Courtyard,
Yeah, local.
local venues and stuff that could be accessible for us and give us exposure to do what we want to make a career out of would be such a big step up and help for us.
Yeah.
It would mean a lot.
Have you ever heard of? Have you ever heard of the local council supporting young musicians or anything? Because I know in Belfast there, the council there would put out like bursaries and funding for supporting local artists. Now, I recently seen one there. It was about getting young people into venues, under 18s. So what age are you now? You're now 18?
Aye.
Yep. So when you're
18.
18, right. So you're 18, but go back last year when you were playing away there, getting into venues to play for audiences, totally impossible unless it's a kid's birthday party or something like that. But Belfast City Council baptisms, yeah.
Communions.
Yeah. And fundraising programs, you know. But they were putting a fund out there. They were putting it out for give young people in Belfast opportunities to get into play in venues. But out here we don't hear of that. So maybe again that's another call out there to open the doors and let us in.
Yeah.
You know, but even down to finance, I think there's a lot more goes on outside of our own borough that we need to try and tap into and ask for more support.
But I don't think it's a matter of giving one person a bursary. I think it's a matter of supporting groups and organisations who support musicians in the area, like this one, supporting them directly, because then you're helping loads of people out. And I don't know the words, but
I know what you mean. It's sort of
I know, like
spreads out.
yeah, and it's a lot
I'm sure
more
you've
effective.
applied for the bursaries.
Yeah,
I've applied for the bursaries. We've probably been going up for the same ones
aye.
at times.
You're the reason I lost.
And but no, but it's like it's one person's going to get that. It'd be better instead of, it's not all about getting the money out. It could be about reaching out and trying to bring people together musically, and exposure is worth a lot more than the paycheck you get at the end of the night if it's getting you gigs and it's getting you out there. That's a big thing. Like, like me and Harley are happy enough to do anything, and exposure is a very big thing. Getting out, playing, and feeling welcome, and being able to communicate with the audience as well, being able to read the room and know what's wanted, and put ourselves out there in a way that people are going to want to hear. And I'm just waffling now for the sake of it.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's getting that exposure, getting out there. And I think if we're lucky enough to hear back from the council, it'd be really good for you, because you deserve it. You should put a lot of time in. You are passionate about it. You are doing everything the council talks about, wanting our young people to succeed. We want our young people to go on and becoming self-sustainable. We want our young people to bring in money into our economy in the local area. But you are doing that, so why not help you if that's what they're asking you to do? Maybe they will. You know, so fingers crossed.
Council, hit me up, X.
Right, we're gonna wrap it up because I know you have to get down. You have a
Chippy's calling.
chippy and a rehearsal,
Yep.
Oh, that too.
and the rehearsal is for our
Country gig.
country gig. Woohoo! Yep. Yeehaw!
Howdy.
Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
There's a snake in my boots. Yeah. So you've got that coming up, and they need to wrap it up and get down, get you fed. Because we know Harley's
Dying for Chippy.
for. I was gonna say.
Oh,
for,
and the water.
And I
Yeah.
want my
yep.
tasty
You said
cheeseburger.
chippy, not me. So we'll wrap it up there, guys. Listen, I love coming in every week and watching you and listening to you in there, and you're just getting better and better all the time. Keep up the good work. This will not be the last pod. This is the first one, really, sitting down.
Aye.
So I think we should keep these going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Get-
really enjoy talking.
I'm going to know that.
We already established that earlier on.
Maybe the water's to put the flames out in your tongue. You know what I mean? Electric tongue. So yeah, we'll get back in here again and we'll do some more. But for now, we'll wrap it up and leave it here.
Yep.
All right. There you go. Harley and Philip.